So I said, never eaten a pineapple before, no interest in it, not a sliced cube, however you do pineapples. He starts cutting. He's cutting this pineapple right down the middle, slicing it, making, this big knife and getting the skin out or whatever you call the thing around the pineapple. I don't know what it is. Steve Weiner here from GetRubix.com. Today we're taking a break from what we've currently been talking about, and we are going to address a common issue with the Intune Tenant Device Migration solution. We're also going to be doing a series of troubleshooting specific videos because a lot of folks are trying it. Really pumped about that. And the best thing is, as people try it out, encounter more errors. So we're going to be starting to tackle those as we see trends in errors that different folks are having. So today we're going to be looking at one of the biggest ones. Can't wait to address it. I mean, I'm still not going to eat pineapples, so, it's fruit. Okay, so I have a device that I've put through the migration process. In fact, this was the machine I showed during the demo of it. So if we take a look at accounts, you'll notice I am in the Steve capacity, which is my target destination, my tenant B, if you will. Everything's working as expected, right? We have, if we go to users, right? Users, right? I still have the old account there against my new account. I never cleaned that out. I just left it there. But a very common thing that's been happening is folks who are trying this out, when they go to users, access worker school, you'll see the actual connected account, but then you'll see the tenant A account sitting there as a worker school account. You can easily click the disconnect button to get rid of it, but we don't want our users to have to do that. So how do we solve for this? What is this account? Where is it? One thing that's pretty interesting is for folks who have tried something simple, right? If I do dsreg command, sorry, not dsreg command. If I do, we want to do a PowerShell command, we want to do get local users. Remember, these are not local accounts, they're connected accounts. So it's not in there, right? So we really can't, we can't get rid of it from here. And it doesn't exist in the machine. It's not in the cloud domain join registry or anywhere like that. So where is it? And how do we get rid of it? So this is something hopefully we won't have to deal with too much longer, as this has been baked into Windows 11. And just to show you this, I'm going to move over to my lab machine for a moment, and I am going to see if I can show you this here. When we do this on a Windows 11 machine, if I do dsreg command, I have a list accounts option, and well, while there's nothing here, this will actually list out any connected account, and then I'll be able to, hopefully grab them from there and remove them. So they essentially, with Windows 11, 22, H2, and on, this has been integrated. So this will grab all those if it's a connected account, as opposed to just local users. Okay, so in the meantime, we have to solve for getting rid of this. So how do we get rid of it? Okay, so these are WAM accounts, Windows Account Manager accounts. That's essentially the broker that captures all of them. So I just want to break this down a little bit. This took a while to find. Microsoft, essentially, I was able to find it in a support article for resetting the activation state of your Office apps. And we can kind of take a look at the pieces to pull it out and see where they actually are on the device, because half the battle is just finding these things. So let me open this script. I'll put the link where Microsoft makes this available. We're definitely not using it for its intended purposes here. But if we take a look, I'm actually going to comment this out, but if we take a look at what's happening here, basically this is assembling the type of account we're going to pull out, and there are some methods here for basically you're setting the provider, and that provider is login.microsoft.com, and this is the GUID of the type of account. So if we were to run this here, okay, ran, no big deal, but if I pull that accounts variable and crack it open, boom, we see where it is, Rubix Dev. So this is a big deal because we can finally see it here, and obviously it's got a different ID than the other one, and it's here. So now we got to pull it out. So how do you pull this out, and why is it cached? So I'll tell you where it's cached. even though the old user profile, it's not actually in the old user profile. It's actually located within the current user profile of appdata.local packages. So it's in this AAD broker plugin. So if we were to delete this now or rename it, it's just going to reconstruct itself, right? So the trick is we can remove this in a time when the user is not signed in. So how would we do this, and where do we put it in the process? So let's look at the solution we're going to do to actually make this happen. And then I'm going to show you where we put it in the migration, where it goes in the migration process, right? Because I think that's important of where we can put it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is sign out of my user. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to sign in with a local account. Now remember, we have this ability at a very critical point in the migration process, right after we've left the old Azure before we sign into the new one. We can still modify that existing account before pulling it over. So what we're going to do in this case is we are going to so let's run this as system. We want to do C PS tools, PS exec. Let's get PowerShell going. That's fine. And we'll open up ICE so we can write this here. So what we want to do essentially is we want to get that package folder. So what's really nice is in the middleboot.ps1 script, because that's ultimately where this is going to go, we're already calling the user out. Cool, let's see if that works. It looks like it got it, so let's go ahead and switch accounts. We're gonna sign back in. And let's take a look, right? Real moment of truth thing here. Now I want to show you this real quick. So if we go right to that point, if I go to local app data, which is the path and packages, chances are it already rebuilt itself. The Microsoft AAD, this is the folder we knew, and it's there. But watch this. If I go to settings, let's close Teams. Teams feels the need to insert itself everywhere. Go to accounts. So it's still me, right? I'm signed in. Access Work School. There we go. The old one finally fell off. Okay, so where can we put this now in the process, right? How does this fit into the overall piece? So if I go up to my migration folder, this is the one we built together. It's the one everyone should be using. We have a perfect opportunity to do this because the user can't be logged in when we do this. So we're going to go to middleboot.ps1, right? This runs in between the first restart and the second one about 30 seconds later. So this is a great time when no one's logged into the machine and we just come in here and we do what we have to do. So we have this we have a great opportunity here to delete this file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this I'm going to call this package directory, or package path, I guess. So you can add this. Yeah, I'm doing it on line 18 of my middleboot.ps1. Also, we're going to be updating the GitHub repo, and this will be included in the revision of middleboot. So, don't even have to worry about it if you don't feel like going through. All right, so let's go ahead and all right. So we're going to say the package path is equal to C users. User app data, come on, local packages. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get the items. So we're going to say package folders is equal to get child item. The path there will be package path. So basically for all the folders inside of that directory, we're going to iterate through them. For each package in package folders, we are going to say if the package is like And because we don't know that GUID at the end, again, we're just going to put the first part, Microsoft AAD broker plugin _star. That wildcard will take care of that for us. If we find that, we're going to remove the item. So remove item. Now we have to restate the path here, but luckily we got that. So we're going to say package path / package. Put that back together, and we can do a force recurse on that, and we can write that out. Write host removed package from package path. Great. So this is great. This was kind of frustrating for most folks. In many cases, it didn't go away on its own. So kind of the last piece of the puzzle here. And we got a lot more to come. Stay on the lookout. There's going to be a new series alongside our normal one, if you can call this a series that's dedicated to troubleshooting, and a couple more surprises coming up really soon. So if you're a fan and want to get involved and whatever, just keep watching, I guess.